I love steak. It's one of my favorite things to get in a restaurant. It's one of my favorite things to make at home for my friends or myself alone. I love it at a cheap place like Outback Steakhouse. I love it at a fancy place like Morton Steakhouse. I love a steakhouse, a classic one with the red booths. But today I wanted to have steak that I've never had before, and I want to have steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a Southeast Asian take on steak and eggs. We're gonna go have a couple classic French preparations of steak, and then we're gonna finish the day at a Brazilian steakhouse. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and today, we're raising the stakes. Also, I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna be in the car. We're actually going to the restaurants. It's not like Eat the Menu. I mean, it's like Eat the Menu because I'm gonna eat a lot, but it's different. Also, throughout the day, we're gonna be joined by some of our friends at the French restaurant Le Petit Trois. We're gonna have Kwesi join us because we're gonna have a couple steaks. And at M Steakhouse, which is the Brazilian steakhouse, I'm gonna have Jared and my friend Laura, who's actually Brazilian, come and join us because we're gonna have way too much meat. It's gonna be like a lot. We're going to Bone Kettle, our first stop of the day to have their take on steak and eggs, and I'm excited to try it. Thank you very much. How's it going? Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. This place is so nice. That is wild. Incredible. They're killing each other. How's it going?
It's good. It's beautiful day today.
It's a beautiful day today.
My name is Andy, and I've been a chef here for 3 years now. So I'm originally from Minnesota, so it's kind of a long ways from home. My dad loved to cook and stuff, and that really inspired me as I grew up and really wanted to pursue this as a career, And then I moved to LA, and I found Bone Kettle, and I was like, wow, this place is really where I want to be. They do Southeast Asian flavors, and it's modern, and it's fusion, and it's, they're doing a lot of great things here, and so I've been here ever since. We are most known for our bone broth. It is cooked for 36 hours. A little bit of the Filipino influence, a lot of the Vietnamese influence. So it's like a melting pot of Southeast Asian flavors alongside with the Western style foods.
How do you have all these different influences at this restaurant?
Chef Erwin, the head chef, he's very open to everyone's diverse backgrounds, and everyone has a little bit of their ideas in this menu.
So here's the thing. I want to order the black pepper steak and eggs, but you're gonna have to cook it.
Yes.
So how do I do that? How do we do this at the table?
I guess you're just gonna have to follow me into the kitchen.
Great. Talk me through making this.
First, we cut our hanger steaks, and we get our wok ripping hot. We throw in our beef, and then get a really nice sear. And then we added our onions, peppers. Right at the end there, we add our green onions, and then we sauce it up. This is our twist to traditional Vietnamese steak and eggs bonnet. Traditionally, they use liver pate, so our take is we use a bone marrow butter. It's got confit garlic, it's got chives, it's got a little bit of fish sauce in there, so it's flavorful of the Southeast.
Yeah, I was in there watching you crank through eggs at such a high temperature that they sort of puffed up.
Yeah, the cloud egg, the wok eggs, they get the nice little crispy edges, and you get a very nice array of textures. You get the soft eggs and the runny yolk, and then you got the very crispy edges.
Chef Andy, this looks tremendous, obviously. It smells like Asian fajitas because of the strong onion and pepper smell, but then all these other flavors that sort of are reminiscent to smelling like pho. Look at this little crunch guy over here. It looks breaded and fried. It looks like a piece of fried chicken is attached to my egg. How should I attack this? With a knife, with a fork, with chopsticks? I've got all these options.
I like to go, get that yolk cracked first, and then I like to take a little bit of the grilled sourdough bread.
Okay, I'm trying to follow along here.
Yeah, and then really dip it in there.
This bread is massive. It's like an 80s cell phone. It's huge.
Everything here is keep size.
Everything here is keep size.
Yeah, we make it company.
The egg yolk on it.
Egg yolk, and then I do get a little bit of butter on that as well.
Butter is just dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Just in this hot little cast iron
Seasons
plate.
a little bit of everything, and then you just dig in.
Dig in. Oh wow! I get why it's called black pepper steak and eggs. This is great black pepper flavor. It is lightly funky, but not funky in a way that should scare people. Sometimes you think funky and you think the funkiest blue cheese, and it's not that. But I gotta get into the steak itself.
Let's do it, yeah.
Now you really ripped this thing through. This thing was on fire. Wow. Whoa. This is a rich steak and eggs.
Yeah.
This is, you don't need lunch.
You can have one meal and you're good until dinner.
It's starting off with a bang. I mean, it's swimming in its own luxury. It's decadent, and I love this bread. The bread is really like, I think, crucial to this, to sop up everything going on in the plate.
Exactly. And there's a lot going on, so it's like a really good vessel for it.
The sauce is so thick it looks like my bread turned into a steak. I mean, it's wet. It's almost soup.
Oh yeah.
Which you guys specialize in, so I'm not super surprised. I love the bone marrow butter. I think that is like taking it to a whole different level. It's fun because it's inspired obviously by, I think, a very simple steak and eggs, but it makes it feel very refined and elevated. Plus the look of the bread, it makes it feel fancy, but when you get into it, it really tastes homey and comforting.
Exactly.
So I'm like, into it.
When you go to Vietnam, like they literally have the cast iron on the stove and they pour everything in there and it's ripping hot and then they just give it to you, put the egg on, put the pate, give you the bread and you're good to go.
What do you think, Jack? Jack is just powering through the food, completely unrelated to us right now.
I'm a fast feeder.
Yeah, it's in his own world.
He hasn't checked sound once.
I don't think we're even rolling.
Must sound fine. Well, I'm gonna keep devouring all the steak because
Yeah, no worries.
it's good. But we're gonna get going. Thanks so much.
Yes, no worries.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you.
And now, let's go have some lunch. So, some more steak.
Enough about steaks, what about dragons?
Let us tell you about Dragon City. In Dragon City, you can collect, hatch, and evolve over 1,000 unique dragons. Whoa! We're flying! Oh my gosh!
In Dragon City, you can customize your own dream city with magical habitats, buildings, and decorations.
Oh, decorations? Count me in.
You can make your own dragons by breeding existing dragons and they mix traits.
You can also engage in fierce battles with other players.
Oh no!
Unleash powerful dragon skills and strategies to conquer challenging quests and events like the Wizard's Hollow,
Embark on an adventure filled with enchanting quests
ancient legends, and
mythical creatures.
Something's wrong with the fan. It's broken. Does it look bad?
Doesn't look good.
Dragon City has over 450 million installs! That's a lot of friends!
That's a lot of dragons.
Download Dragon City by clicking the link down in the description or scan the QR code.
For 15,000 food plus 30,000 gold. Plus, you get to start with the Ovi Dragon, which is sick as heck.
And they promise that your dragon will never deflate. Dragon City!
All right, just finished up and I met up with Kwesi.
It's your boy. I'm here.
We're gonna have some French steak frites, as well as something else that I'm not confident enough to say yet because I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
I hear the chef is like a big deal here.
I've been wanting to come to Petit Trois for forever.
Yeah.
And I'm finally going and I'm heckin' thrilled.
Bonsoir, comment ça va? Bonjour, welcome guys, ça va bien?
Hello, chef.
How you been?
Good.
You good?
Yeah, we're excited to eat.
Me too, I'm excited to cook for you.
Awesome, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
So, Petit Trois, it's a classic French bistro. Okay, I call it la cuisine au beurre. Here we use a lot of butter. A lot of butter, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And French butter was the best.
French butter, what's
Oh,
that?
French.
What's that mean?
It means the quality of the butter is much better. The American butter is great, but French butter, it's better.
That's a big pat of butter right there. It is so yellow.
It's so yellow, you know, it's
It's
just
like
crazy.
stoplight
Because it's
yellow,
more
like-
fat.
That's why it is better.
Cooler cows.
I don't know what the car eat in France, but I don't know, it's
Cows are
something
drinking
good.
wine, they're smoking
Exactly.
cigarettes.
I don't know what's going on over there.
They're watching films.
Exactly. Okay. But I mean, the menu at Petit Trois is very French. Onion soup, steak tartare, of course the escargot, all the things you have when you go to France, you know.
Yeah.
And with that, we just add a lot of butter on top, and that's it.
So, how did you come about, opening Petit Trois?
The first one I opened it like 10 years ago, and it was all the food I was missing from France. And it worked very well. People love it, you know, and we become very famous.
You've competed on some shows.
Yeah, Iron
because-
Chef,
yeah, but
so the one I'm most proud, I mean, in France I work in a lot of Michelin star restaurants. We have a restaurant, we have a Michelin star here too. And my most one is I'm a knight.
You're a knight?
Yeah, I'm
You've been
knighted. Yeah, I'm knighted, guys. So that's the one I'm the most proud of that from France. I'm knighted, guys. So okay, guys.
That's a flex.
Okay, guys. Okay.
That is a flex.
You want to see my soul, guys?
Hey,
And my horses over
That's
there.
kind of a flex. Is that on your LinkedIn? That's a flex.
So I'm knighted. So I'm very proud of that. That's the best one I like.
Your kids must be so proud.
I don't know, Ben. I would prefer to watch you on TV. So steak free, just to explain to you, it's a cut where we use normally a rump steak. It's a more tough meat, or sometimes we can use ribeyes. Today you have a shallot sauce with red wine.
Yeah, it's really fragrant.
Ooh, yeah.
It's really like a mouth-watering
exactly.
smell.
Yeah.
It's very much like, oh, as soon as this arrives, you want to dig into it immediately. It's beautiful.
Yes,
so beautiful.
Oh, you're eating too. Good for you.
Yeah, he's got the little GoPro.
Wow,
He's
nice.
sort of, see, he's there to help the audience know what it's
That's
like
cool.
to hang out with us.
Ah ouais, you do that too? Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Wow. The shallot and the red wine, it's very rich.
Yeah,
the
very
steak, bite is really tender yet chewy at the same time.
It's not that chewy.
It's more tender than I think you made me think it was going to be.
Cheers.
Do you know sort of the significance of steak in French dining?
So steak frit was a very fast dish to eat for lunch. You know, in France, you know, French people would take a big break, you know, for lunch.
Yeah.
You know, take a nap and eat. And it was a very classic dish for lunch. Like I say, we use a very cheap cut of meat in France, so it's very accessible. It's not that expensive. In France, we're using almost all the different parts of the beef.
Yeah.
You know, in America, they just want the beef tenderloin.
Yeah, Americans.
That's it.
These fries are crazy.
So our fry, just for you know, the fry will just be nominated best fry in LA. And some people know my secret for the fry.
Dust fat.
No.
Damn it.
We fill the fryer with clarified butter. So the fry are fried in clarified butter.
What's clarified butter?
So the clarified butter, you melt the butter, and the butter have little fat, milk in the bottom. So we take up the milk.
McDonald's could never. But it has this reminiscent quality of like a McDonald's fry in that it tastes perfect. But it's perfect.
Because McDonald's fries are good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Wow, these are the best fries I've ever had. These
They're
are
right.
they're so buttery and the salt is so flavorful. It's not like it has a lot of salt that I see on it, but it has this flavor that's so
because the flavor of the butter.
unbelievable.
You have something here with these fries.
I can't stop eating the steak or the fries.
Is it possible to box this? I gotta take it to the sweetheart.
I will pack it up for the sweet.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Take a poivre. Take your piece of meat, the beef tenderloin, sear very hot pan and give a nice coloration. The black pepper sauce is made with veal stock, with mustard, shallot, cognac, and crème fraîche. And we're using a very fancy black pepper called Sarawak pepper, which is made from Malaysia. I mean, it's the best pepper in the world. It's organic, very citrusy, very expensive. You see when you get the check.
I never even thought about what the best pepper in the world would be.
From
Or even that
Malaysia.
there is a best pepper in the world. Of course there must be.
The plating is more drama, you know, more simple, clean. Take a poivre.
This is the elevated.
Wow, this looks beautiful.
This is elevated. I kind of want to start with dipping the fries
In the sauce.
Is that something people do?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll start where you are, Kwesi. I'll do it. Wow. The pepper flavor is out of control.
You like spicy? You like spicy food?
Next level.
I love a strong black pepper flavor.
Yeah.
And you're right, the black pepper flavor of this is tremendous. Look at that.
The only reason I use black pepper is to do this.
Just to run.
I get addicted to that sound.
It's pretty spicy, this dish.
It's black pepper spicy, which is a rare spicy. Wow.
How do you get it so moist and so thick?
The beef is like 8 ounces, and there's a quality of the beef tenderloin. So tenderloin is very moist, you know, and no fat, you know.
To die for. I'm about to cry right now. Everything is just like in harmony. Everything is just working together, and there's like different things doing different things, but it's like a choir.
This is so good, and it honestly is so much spicier than I thought it was going to be. It's hot,
Yeah, it's hot, yeah. You need to come back too for the omelette, guys. We are very known for the omelette, guys.
I've heard about the omelette.
I make cry people for the omelette. Like people was look when we open it, people eat the omelette and
You're saying you make people cry with the omelet?
with the omelette. Yeah. You try the omelette. I'm gonna put it in the
Oh
middle.
wow, here it is.
Here we go.
Wow.
And it's served with a salad?
Yeah, with the salad. Yeah.
A salad?
And inside the omelette, you have the cheese, the boursin cheese. So just eggs, but just eggs,
Okay,
guys.
yeah, I know that.
No, but some people put butter in the eggs.
Oh, so
the
it's
water.
literally just egg or
eggs,
milk?
because milk.
you don't put milk in
No,
your eggs,
nothing.
right?
It's a technique. You make scrambled eggs first. After you set the scrambled eggs, you put the boursin cheese inside, and after you just roll the omelette. And an omelette, need to be like a custard texture, so it's very fluffy inside. That's it. Some chive and voila. And
You don't deserve this, yo.
Okay, I want to cut this in
This
half
is-
so
yeah,
we can just sort
beautiful.
of see
Yeah.
the inside. Oh, you're coming around.
And you see the omelette also is no coloration.
Yeah.
Everything is one
and
color.
very
huh?
gentle.
Yeah.
I don't want any coloration.
It's beautiful.
So you want the omelette to have everywhere in the mouth need to be the same texture. You need to melt.
The omelet
It will make you cry.
that will make us cry.
Yeah, but some people are just freaking out when they eat it. I'm not joking. It's like because in America the omelette is more cooked, it's more dry, So when you have a French omelette, it's more moist.
I'm not kidding that I literally felt like something move in my tear ducts.
You
Like-
listening?
I got Titanic
Okay, I see you like.
soundtrack playing in my head.
Okay.
Man,
Next time I'll show you how to do it, so you can do for your wife, guys.
I think I'm gonna have to take you up on that.
Yeah. Let's let the audience have a taste. The audience know what it's like.
That is a really good omelet.
It's a great omelet. I mean, I'm sort of a very strong man, so I don't really cry, but I'm feeling wistful. I'm feeling emotional. I feel full.
I'm sure you're full.
But I also
Did you eat
feel-
all your fillet? No.
Yeah, it was good. I ate most of the other steak too.
Oh my God.
It was good.
You eat at least like 12 ounces of meat.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about me. I've got one more stop, and that's a Brazilian steakhouse in K-Town.
No. Today?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, today you doing that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh wow. Fucking hell.
I got a red-eye flight tonight.
Florida, I assume.
Yes, and I didn't have time to get a hair. I'm having the hardest time getting.
I feel like
Free
it's
time.
impossible to schedule a haircut whenever you realize you have enough time to get a haircut. There's no appointments available.
Yeah,
The
I've
guy I
wanted-
used to have cut my hair, he moved across town.
Oh, you and I are having a very similar issue.
I mean, this will be an amazing experience. I've had steak all day, breakfast and lunch, had a great experience with different, things, but I think a steakhouse is truly the
And
right
a Brazilian
way.
steakhouse is fun.
And I've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Ever?
No. I invited my friend Laura, who is actually from Brazil, to sort of be the person who can say, like, yeah, is this actually a thing in
Laura's
Brazil,
lovely.
or is this an American, naming convention?
Yeah.
The way Outback Steakhouse is that, is Outback Steakhouse the actual Australian steakhouse experience?
No, of course not. I feel fabulous.
It's so beautiful. You want to be there.
I feel like her.
You want to be there, right? Let's go in. Let's go.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, it's gorgeous.
This is McGill Brazilian Steakhouse. We have been in LA for 20 years. I started 6 months after they first opened. The owner of the restaurant was actually the chef cooking in the back. My boss is Korean Brazilian, Korean raised in Brazil. That's why we're in the center of Koreatown. We've established ourselves as, some people say, the best Brazilian steakhouse in LA. We wouldn't argue with that. We pride ourselves with the quality of service and the meats that we serve. Welcome to MGrill. I hope you're hungry. There's a lot of meats coming in. Like, we are focusing mostly on beef.
I'm in.
I'm excited. I brought the only Brazilian person I know.
Hello. It is I, the Brazilian.
Yeah, today is the end of us having lots of different steak experiences, but I do want to see the other offerings you have.
You have to do a little work yourself. Right in the middle of the room, we have over 40 different sides. There's fresh salads, like if you want to go on the lighter side, there's just grilled veggies.
So yeah, let's get some sides. Hello, how's it going? This is my first time. It's not, it's different, but this is my first time at a Brazilian steakhouse. I'm so excited.
Meat sweats.
What's the best side? Have you been here before?
You gotta get the chimichurri.
The chimichurri.
Oh my God. I kind of just want to get everything.
I do want stroganoff. I know that you've gotten some, but I'm gonna get some too.
Yo, look at this bacon. Oh my God.
There's a side called farofa that looks like sand.
I'm sorry.
I know. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the farofa.
It does look like sand.
Yeah, so make sure to put some of that on your plate because you're gonna dip your meat in this. And
I'm gonna dip my meat in the sand. So Brazilian. You guys can't get over your beaches, can you?
You guys, this looks so good.
You don't have any labels out there.
We get that a lot, like why don't you put labels? That's why we have so many people walking around. We want our guests to engage with our staff.
That's cool.
Yes.
I need to try the stroganoff.
I feel like stroganoff's just a typical thing that we just make at home. And I think a lot of what's special about Brazilian food is the food that's that homemade feel. Yeah.
It eats like a velvet rug.
We're gonna start serving the meats. So everything is cooking fresh on the grill. We have full steaks that are put on swords and we cook them over charcoal. This is where all the flavor comes. We leave just the right amount of fat to give that extra juiciness to every piece of steak. They will be slicing all the meats. Just grab the tip of the meat and they'll cut you a very thin piece. You're not gonna get a full steak that is gonna get cold in 3 minutes. Yeah. No, everything is gonna be fresh and hot on your plate.
Oh my God!
This is a house special picanha.
It's a lot. Yeah, I gotta have it.
Let's go
Yes, get in here.
But that's part of the experience. It's kind of overwhelming. There's just food coming
It's
at you
supposed
all
to
the
be
time.
overwhelming. You're
Exactly.
supposed to have guys from every side of the table approach you at the same time.
Very hot.
Rare.
Medium rare?
This is
Rare.
perfect, actually.
We want it as rare
This
as
is beautiful.
rare
This
as
is good
can.
for me for
Is
now.
that okay?
Thank you.
Wow. Oh
Whoa.
my goodness. And I'm holding it, I'm holding it, I'm holding it, I'm holding it, it's mine. Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's just how life
Wow.
works.
I can tell it's tender even without cutting into it, just holding it.
You're my best friend.
You can smell the smokiness of it and even just feel it. I can feel that it's like tender meat. I can roll it up.
Wow.
And this like big chunk of fat. I'm so excited. And my tongs.
This
Look
is
at
the
that.
typical Brazilian cut, so.
Really?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is our pride and joy.
I love that we get to have the outside, so we get to taste the salt that's on the outside and that
Yeah, that's
charcoal.
the thing. Getting like the slice that's gonna have that outside crunchiness.
It smells so good. The picanha.
How unbelievable is
This
that?
is some of the best picanha I've ever had.
Really?
Yes. This is so flavorful.
We brought our Brazilian to check out. We like bringing your own
This is
mechanic, and our
so
mechanic says the car is
good.
running.
Yeah.
Something about this, I love what I'm tasting right now because it's so delicious, obviously, but because of the charcoal, if I close my eyes, I don't feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant. I feel like I'm at an outdoor, like barbecue.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Some of the bottom sirloin over here.
More.
The bottom sirloin.
Yeah, this is really good.
There's so much happening. This is so fun. I love that he cuts a little bit for me to grab, and then he waits for me to grab it. This little sand, what is it?
It's like yuca flour, yeah?
Yes, you get the yuca mash, and then we just toast it with a little bit of butter and bacon. There's bacon in the farofa as well.
You recommend this meat with that?
You can put it on any meat just to give it a little more extra crunchiness.
What was that second one they just brought us?
Bottom sirloin.
That is one of the best pieces of meat I've ever had.
Okay, so it's delicious. This one, definitely it's not as tender as the picanha, but has a nice chew. It really feels like eating a steak, whereas this feels like almost prime rib.
Hence the prime
delicacy,
grade.
hence the prime grade. The fat is awesome. It's not like chewy. It has a really great, easy. I love eating steak fat, and I never cut the fat off my steak, even as a child. Even when it was bad steak, I'd eat it. And this flour is really interesting because it imparts this little bit of earthy flavor, and it adds this texture that's just fun.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, for me, the thing I'm picking up the most, the crunchiness it adds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Whoa!
Ivo, you're my favorite person.
This looks like a cobra.
Decanting a wine is really like opens up the wine and enhances the whole experience.
Lets it breathe.
But why not put something that will get everyone else do the wow thing? So
This is the show off to the rest of the restaurant. This is the sizzling fajitas.
Count me in
walking
for the
through the chilies.
This is the flex, if you will.
I see.
we're having a lot of red meats, so red goes with bread.
Yes.
There
Don't
you
we
go.
know it?
Give the fat a little fight. Like you need a little balance.
Okay.
Can you explain all of my meals forever?
I have the lady on the table taste the wine.
Oh my god!
That's the right way to
A
go.
very nice Bordeaux blend from Walla Walla, Washington, primarily Cabernet.
Oh yeah, this is so good. I feel so spoiled.
Head back? Wow. That's like... Wow.
That's beautiful.
And it's also really gonna let the wine breathe.
Oh yes.
Wow, look at it go. My God.
You set the standard too high for our wine experiences now.
I know. Oh, and only some of the wine made it into the little tube.
Because it's perfect for one glass?
Wow, this is wild.
Okay, where do I get this? I want one.
Yeah.
I can give you the link.
Oh my God.
I want a bong like this.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, I think in the nature of this episode, we should just cheers to steak itself for giving us reasons to come together and have a nice dinner. Cheers.
And in Portuguese, we would say saúde.
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 We say cheers, and we stole that one.
I think from the Brits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a delicious.
What's our own thing?
Delicious.
Yeah. Is that what we say in America? It's like, yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go! I think let's go is the American cheers.
With like a glass of wine.
Go.
So Ivo, we should take like smaller sips in the beginning to really feel that flavor, right? Like 3 to 5?
Yeah. No chugging. Even if you're thirsty. We had a French server who would taste the wine. Like at the beginning of every shift, whenever I bring a new wine out, give everyone a taste, he would pour himself a little more than what she has in her glass, and he would just chug the whole thing. Oh, I can drink this all day. But he would sell a whole case in the night. So like
we let him drink all day.
I let him drink. The same way we give you the meats, like in thin slices. That's how we should enjoy the wine. This is a top sirloin.
It's insane. The glaze on these meats are insane.
So as you can see, the only seasoning is sea salt and the charcoal that it's been cooked on, and the flavor from the fat and the salt.
My mouth is salivating.
Yeah.
Eaters.
Whatever you're hiring, I'll do it.
The French guy who like chugged all the wine before he sold it, do you want us to eat all the meat before we sell it?
To me, it's always just been instinctual, which is what we grew up with, but then like hearing how much care and intention you guys put into it, it's super cool. I appreciate it.
It's like the best roast beef dinner. That's what the vibes I'm getting.
I'm not a big roast beef person. I'm a big this meat person.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is like
delicious.
the best Christmas roast that's not a like prime rib style cut. It just like has that very comforting, rich, delicious, the charcoal really.
That's exactly what I'm getting the most. The smokiness of this one is so specific, and it's like really like whole. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
It melts, right?
It melts. When you get a big old steak at a steakhouse, you kind of want to take a big old bite. But it's not actually the best way to enjoy a steak, both for texture and the prolonging of your joy, right? Like if you rush through it, then it's over. But by doing this slow coursing out, you really get to make a long meal where it's constantly kind of the most delicious bite, followed by another most delicious bite.
Yeah. The meats I've had are some of the best meats I've ever had. It's like, yeah, this is really good. Oh my God.
We're trying to drink the snake. We can't figure it out.
We can't figure out. He made it look so rich and luxurious.
It goes on for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, we got chilled. Yeah.
You got it.
There's no wine in there.
You need to twist it. You break, you buy.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice. Good twist.
Ooh.
I feel like we're robbing a bank.
It does feel like we're doing something we're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
Bring it back! Here we go!
Let's go! I'm having that food happiness, that food
Whatever
high.
size
Food
gonna
joy.
be bread.
That food joy.
Food joy.
Is that a thing? Food joy?
I'm coining it now, but it's not.
That's merch.
Food joy. It just sings. It's singing a song. As beautiful a song as you could sing.
Damn.
But it's beef. I know. That's how good it is.
That's a beautiful song.
Maybe we should do a cover of Picanha.
I'm talking breakfast in Picoy.
We're not just being positive because Ivo's here. This is some of the best food I've had in a very long time.
It's really good.
Don't be in the comments, oh, because Ivo's here, they couldn't say it. This is how I feel. I love
really
it.
good.
I don't know Ivo. Not really.
I want to know him now.
I admire him, but we don't have a relationship.
This is so good.
I'm overwhelmed with how good it all is.
This is everyone's favorite. Grilled pineapple with sugar and cinnamon.
Oh my God. Rachel,
It's not dessert. It's meant to be consumed like in between the meats.
What the fuck? That should be again. Yeah.
It's a fucking Christmas ham.
But it doesn't smell meaty.
But it doesn't smell meaty. It's just Christmas ham without the ham.
Oh.
Wow. It's sweet. It's tart. It's acidic. It's hot.
Right?
How often do you have hot pineapple?
Jack, how was work today?
Swelling levels sound good. Pineapple's delicious.
I'm in love with the pineapple.
I'm in love with it all. Everything has really been so good, and I love the different meats, and I do have that food joy.
I love food joy.
I have joy. What I loved about having the picanha against all the other meats is I thought the picanha was amazing, and then I had everything else, and when I had the picanha again, I'm like, oh no, it really is truly elevated beyond all the others. All the others were also good in their own way, and the beef rib was out of control. The pineapple is a delight, and it is such a good, swerve away from the rich, fatty beef. Now you have this really acidic, spiced, aromatic bite.
Sweet.
And it really feels like Christmas.
That is truly some of the best meat I've ever had.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, because you keep going back
Yeah.
and forth, and you're tasting it fresh.
Yeah.
This is really great, though. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so
Delicious.
much.
Thank you.
A really fun experience. And thanks for joining us.
Wonderful. You're an amazing host.
Yeah,
You guys
you made
enjoyed
this
it.
quite the experience. Like you made it the experience, so we appreciate you. And thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Brazilian approved.
All right. Hey, the American toast. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Thank you, Dragon City, for sponsoring today's episode.
Scan the QR code and get a special bundle with 15,000 food plus 30,000 gold plus the epic Ovi Dragon.
Oh, I gotta put it in there.
Wise, the meats I've had.
Okay.
Some of the best meats.
Wait. This is hilarious.